screwing around on this guy for a while just to kind of take a break from other things. Hey, here we go. I actually started going around doing stuff, and then I forgot I wanted to actually record it for whatever reason. I've been working rather diligently on other characters and kind of gearing them up and whatnot. There should be this thing. Kind of shows. It doesn't show. Like their gear item levels, but I'm trying to get a lot of people like up to 600 just so that they are kind of done with LFR, and if I want to raid with a guild or something I can. If not, screw it, who cares. But I am able to do a lot of content and do a lot of things. And I've been enjoying the 20th anniversary stuff. It's been pretty good. It's keeping me engaged. I've actually gotten a couple mounts. Just yesterday I got Headless Horseman. I had never gotten that in the years prior, and I've done it. I've done that, but I didn't really farm it. I didn't really make it like a priority, so because I'm not that big into mounts and things. What is this thing? There it is. But there's definitely a lot of options, a lot of things you can do. So you really can't do everything. That thing's going to be up top there. Really wish I could use HDR, because this just looks all washed out to me. It looks like crap. But I have to turn it off in order to go live, so that's why I guess that's why I don't really record much. I was going to start farming some mats for that other mount that Ave had started, and that's one of those things where I'm like, I'd rather just kind of work on it. Fight anybody, go away. It's not, again, it's not a priority, so I don't really. Is that a rare? Yeah, it's a rare. This fucking thing's pointing right at him. I really don't want to fight him. I'm not going to really have a choice. Like, I'm really just trying to just do archaeology, get some shit, and level up through exploring and digging. I'm not trying to do anything else special. Alright, where's the next one? There's one here. These are both 15s. They're all 15s, so you might as well just go to the next one. I might be able to make that. I don't know why I'm even bothering with dragon riding. You see all the experience I'm getting just from exploring shit? Like, it's kind of ridiculous. That's the earth, and you get a 200% experience buff for exploration. That's recall if last time I recorded this, if I had this monitor, but I don't remember now. Because I did get a bigger monitor. Yeah. Don't remember. Maybe? I know some of the other stuff I did like a week ago. I had it because I think. Yeah, just like I don't even know what the hell I'm even casting or clicking. I'm just whatever. Just do this and do that. Oh, it's an upgrade because I don't even have wrists. Okay. Well, there you go. Got some wrists. See, I also don't want to fill up my bags with a bunch of other shit. I just want archaeology stuff. That's all this guy does. It's archaeology. Damn, I almost nailed it. So I'm getting 2,200 per dig and 1,000 per exploring. And I did,
I am unable to carry more of those.
Oh. Have to... finish the artifact. Do I really need to use those? Oh, I don't care about saving fragments. I've already had that achievement from my account previously. I'm gonna solve a few more. Okay. See, I already had that one. So yeah, I may do more videos if I do that mount farm. I just don't want to really focus on it. I want to be doing something else while I'm getting the material that I need. I don't like to just strictly focus on one thing. I do like to try and do multiple things at once. It's just more efficient that way. So this is the only thing that I'm basically screwing off doing, where I'm just doing this, but I'm also leveling and earthing, you know, in a way that I'm not questing or doing anything. So it's just something different to do. So this is not very efficient, but as he's going around exploring, it goes quicker. And just doing something that I haven't done in years, this is kind of a nice break, because I have been, like I said, going pretty hard doing all that stuff. I've kind of stopped doing the tier 8 delves. They're not don't know, I can do them. I just feel like I'm not enjoying them as much as I thought I would. So it's not the delves, it's me. I mean, you can definitely get good gear and get stuff through doing. I can do tier 8 delves on just about any of my characters at this point. Probably except my evoker probably needs a little bit more gear. Both my priests are pretty good. My main priest, privileged, is really good. Alright, we finished that one. Okay, now there's 3 down there. Those are both about 15 minutes. So we'll go run over and get this one. Is there a... there's no flight path here? There it is. Take that. See, for me, a lot of these zones are different from Cataclysm, and even though I've done it, I don't recall a lot of the leveling up zones from after Cataclysm.
Have a good one.
So it's the southern side of Winter Spring.
Welcome, friend.
I mean, this will probably be quicker to just nose dive in there. Let's just do that. Because I can get on my mountain and fly on down. So yeah, for the anniversary stuff, I mean, I guess I could have recorded 1 or 2, but I just basically go around and just collect all of the kill all the world bosses. I've gotten a couple of mounts from that, not that I really care all that much, but I have gotten those. But just doing that stuff is pretty easy, and then you get your 12-hour buff, and that's helping me gain some extra rep for some other things. And then I just kind of go out and do the weeklies. I'm trying to focus on just getting like champion gear at this point. There is stuff I can get with veteran gear and get other things, but as you can see, I'm kind of already like, you know, I got 2 characters that are pretty much maxed on their Valor Stones, and I don't want to waste them on upgrading veteran gear. I'd rather just get champion gear. So I'm not in any hurry. I'm not in a progression guild where every week I'm trying to get the best item level to be the best for my guild. I'm not doing that stuff. I'm not as hardcore into the game as I had been years and years ago. You know, I haven't really, the only active raiding that I did was Classic Wrath. I did Nax and Ulduar. That was fun for a little while. I did that for a few months. Other than that, the last time I actually really truly raided was probably Pandaria, and even then that was not much. I did Cataclysm, I did Deathwing, and then I did some of the Panda stuff, and then that was it. Like, I was already kind of on my way out. So since the Panda expansion, I was more solo. I did do Legion and Warlords of Draenor, but I didn't raid. I would only maybe do a little bit of LFR stuff to kind of check it out, but I wasn't serious about the game. Which is also probably why I've kind of struggled with some of the stuff in this expansion, because Dragonflight I actually didn't buy until close to the very end. And then even then I logged in and I tried it for an hour and I was just not into it because everything was so different. I just wasn't into it. I think I was playing Final Fantasy at the time on my PlayStation, so This is normally where I would port into to go kill one of the world bosses. Usually this guy. Today it's not showing it for some reason, but they're all here. There's Doomwalker, the Shah, and then Archivon. They're all here. And then you got the world, the dragons. As you can see, there's ports. I need to go that way. Let's go. I get that dragon riding's all nice and fast and shit. I hate running out of the steam, you know, just having to have that vigor shit. I just don't like it. Just get me up and go, man. It's whatever. And maybe there's something I'm missing. Maybe there's something I have to build up in order to do it better. I don't fucking know. Again, I didn't play that expansion. I've gone through it a little bit now, but I didn't actively play it when it first came out, so I'm not familiar with it. These have been all night elf stuff. I'm going to actually go left just to kind of see if there's anything over here. So again, when you first start the digs, the red one you don't always have to just follow. It's a more of a suggestion. Doesn't look like there's anything over on this side because this is a relatively small dig site. Deeper here. It's usually a rare up here too. This one should be up here. Hey, look, I pulled it off. I wonder if I can get away from him. Let's just done the quest, so I probably won't bother. Like if it's a drop or some kind of rare quest that I hadn't done before, you know, maybe I'll check it out, but I kind of would rather just have somebody who I focus on leveling in like in an area. Have them do everything, do all the achievements, because I do want to do achievements. I am interested in doing that. Let's try and watch this. There you go. Got it. Yep, got it. We're getting less experience for these now. We're getting like 2,000. Now I'm no longer arrested. Well, that's a bummer. Another thing I was trying to do is, you know, not focus so hard on this guy so that he has this rested XP to help with shit. But that didn't seem like that lasted all that long. Well, it was 2 levels. I didn't know if I don't think you burn through the rested XP. Maybe you do on exploring stuff. It's gotta be. because I've only killed maybe 3 things this whole time. That's what I'm not trying to do. Or I haven't turned in any quests except for the Dark Moon Fair. Okay, let's continue right up here. See how this one is going up here and I had looked up this way and I didn't see anything? That's interesting. Let's see here. I think last time I did show that I got this backpack thing. There's some other stuff to get to make him look like an archaeology guy, like a geologist. Let's see if I can just ignore this guy. Of course. Over here, okay. I think I got it. Should be alright. Yeah, we're okay. It's down below. Okay. We were already kind of at a spot where I can get over that mountain pretty easy. So this is where it's nice because I'm flying faster, I'm not having to fight, push any fucking buttons or nothing. I just dive bomb all the way over to this site pretty fast. When I'm trying to get up and over or go a long distance, it's where I just kind of like don't like to drive. Above or below? It's a lower level, okay. It might get to the point where, again, like even if I gotta be ready to stay away from the level 15 zones because I don't think they're gonna give me as much experience. Let's see what the experience is for this one, because this is a 5. This starts out at a 5 and goes to 30. Maybe that doesn't matter. Maybe I'm overthinking it. No, I'm not sure. I think it's the max level, and if I'm 5 or 10 levels above that, I guess it'll turn green. But yeah, I'm still getting decent experience, so that has nothing to do. It's just a minimum. So all of these I'm fine with going to. It's not any different. So it'll, as I level up, it'll just turn green, I'm sure. See, I'm just fucking winging it on this shit. I haven't looked up any website. No one tells me. I don't go look around and go, hey, this is a good thing to do, and here's the path you want to go. I don't look at that shit. I was aware of a dude that did the exploring version with an earthen, and he had a 200% XP. I knew about that. And he did have kind of an area, certain areas, zones he would fly through, so I was aware of that. But not as far as the, I don't know of anybody doing archaeology and doing this thing that I'm doing. Because archaeology is rather boring. which I think is why Blizzard just really hasn't updated it for years. What's this dude doing out here? Okay. See you later. See, I thought I had my mouse set up for this, but I guess not. I might have screwed it up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fight you anyways.
I do not have a target.
I get it. I understand. Where did it go? There it is. That's hidden pretty well right in there. It's right in between his clackers. And of course you turned. Really not trying to fight everybody. I just want to fucking dig. I guess I could put that on. I got my lightning shoes.
I need to target something
Alright.
first.
I mean, it's not like the mobs are an issue. I don't want to fight. I just want to dig. There we go. It's just funny if you really think about all the quests and all the things that we've done over the years, how much absolutely senseless murder we've been engaged in for a long time, all for the sake of quests and leveling up. We're such horrible people. Like, these dudes are just out there, they're just chilling. They probably got a wife and kids, who knows? They're just maybe scrounging for little morsels of food to bring home, and I get a quest from some dude that says, yeah, give me 6 of their pinchers. And I just go out there and just kill 30 of these guys because they don't always drop. So you have to kill 30 of them just to get 6. And yeah, you just weed out the population. Should be right on the other side of this mountain here. So, I mean, yeah, I'm not trying to fight. I don't really care. Yeah, you can say, well, yeah, they're aggressive. You didn't attack them. I'm like, I get it. Yeah, true. But if I could, I thought that was already lit up. Was I crazy that I thought I already saw that lit up? All right, what else do we got out here? There's another one over there in Stow Talon. See how that's a 10 to 30. So I guess that's kind of a long ways to go for one. I think what I want to do is just port down to here and mop up those 3. And then we'll do any other ones that pop up down that way. I should change my hearth to over here. This person, yeah.
Speak, friend. For the Horde.
Well, I think this is the closest hearth to the portal room. I don't believe there's another one. Not as familiar with the Horde stuff. I mean, I do have Horde characters. I have leveled them. I'm just not as it's not ingrained in my brain from raiding. I've never really like raided as Horde. Not that I recall. I don't think I had one. Did I do it on Varenthia? Or what's her name? There's another character that I had that I did quite a bit with. I guess I could have done the Dark Moon stuff again. Fuck it. It's gonna get to the point where it's not worth the time. You can see it's pretty active. You know, I wonder if I should have war mode on. I think I did. I think I didn't bother. Damn it! I don't remember. Oh, that was what I wanted to do at level 20. I think I had to be level 20 to do war mode, right? Yeah. So I forgot about that. That's because I was able to fly. Let's get back here, put war mode on. Because I really don't believe I'm going to be running into a lot of people out there with what I'm doing. So that'll give me some more experience. Let's see if that helps. Don't really need any of this shit. Let's do that. I like that. Okay. Back to here. What's funny is you'll see all the dead bodies out here because it's not that necessarily people are really fighting. They really aren't. I think a lot of them are accidentally clicking on shit or clicking on people, and then they get taken out by the guards. Like, it's kind of funny. God, this just looks terrible. Alright, so we got Ungoro Crater, and we got that one too. We can just, these are really nice and close. That works out perfect. Hey, look, I leveled up exploring. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea for me to just kind of weave around and pick up some other exploring areas just to get some extra. Because I am doing this to level up. It's just something kind of brainless. And it's just to relax. Stop being so, you know, oh, I got a speed level and I got to get to 80 quick and then I got to get my gear as fast as possible and all that shit. I really don't care. Play the game how you want to play the game. You know, if I want to go around exploring and picking up experience that way, then so be it. Yeah, I got a little bit of extra. Well, I did level up too, so was it from strictly the leveling up or from also the war mode on? I need to make sure I sell some of this garbage. Jeez, I'm at 215 archaeology. If I should just like it the other way when the HDR is on, but can't do HDR while I'm recording. This is a really small dig site. I did do classic time walking, but probably it'd be worth to record some of that stuff when I do it. We just blow through these things so quick, it's so stupid. It's fun and all to go back to these old dungeons, but it's just not, there's no, like, you're not having to do any kind of CC, you're not in a group where you're even worried about anything, you're just fucking blowing through it. I must have missed something there. Well, that just happened. Still isn't right. It's maybe closer to the entrance. I'm supposed to not talk too much so we can just enjoy the ambience and the music. Goro. Probably too fast for me to do it. Look at how much damage that totem did. I'm gonna love that. Just let him hurt himself. That's fucking perfect. Alright. Thank God for war mode, right? I don't think there's gonna be even, this is a bigger dig site. Try this. Nothing. I have to take it off for now. I don't want to keep doing this. What's happening?
Can we go to McDonald's to take this?
That one's in Moss Bluff. I mean, I can't promise that, but maybe. But we can go out to eat. I'm just screwing around digging with this guy, so it's 5:30, so maybe 20 or 30 minutes or something. Are you pretty hungry now?
Yeah, but
Okay.
I actually haven't eaten anything, mostly. All I've eaten today is candy ever since.
Of course, because
Yes. Christmas.
yeah, go figure.
Christmas is coming up. I must spend all my candy.
Yeah.
Also,
So
what's this?
I'm actually recording it because I'm doing what's called archaeology. He goes around and digs for these fossils and makes these little whatchamacallit. I don't have anything on this one. I make little artifacts.
Ooh, sounds interesting.
It's kind of interesting, but it's kind of boring to do it. It was cool back in the days when they came up with the idea, but they haven't really done much with it. It's because it used to be a profession that your character had to level up. So the reason I'm doing it with him is because the new expansion came out with these earthen characters, and it has a lot to do with the old lore of the game, and I'm leveling him up through archaeology because kind of, I don't know if I'm trying to make any kind of a point except that they're from the old lore of the game, and the archaeology was kind of meant for that. It was meant for a lore part of the game itself. So that's, I guess, my weird way of using the character, the earthen, to do old lore, because that's what it's kind of based off of. Like, that's the whole point of it. Almost like doing Disney stuff when you have Mickey Mouse as a character. Like, of course you would do Disney stuff because it's Mickey Mouse. So this is my Mickey Mouse doing his Disney stuff.
Whoa. I like how he has gems and the kind of.
Yeah, this is an earthen, and you can design them this way. You can have gems in different spots or none at all. Like, he's technically kind of naked right now, except for his wrists. I need to get rid of those. But yeah, that's actually what he looks like naked. He doesn't have any gear on because I'm not trying to make him stronger with gear. I'm just having him going around and digging and finding things. I don't remember where this was. So it's just a silly, stupid thing to do that gives me a break from the actual game. It's kind of mindless. I'm just going around, press a button, look for stuff. So I'm not doing anything, like, I don't do anything important in the game. I don't have anybody that I need to. I'm not on a schedule. I'm not in a guild that's doing anything important, so I can turn it off basically anytime. Oh, I want to use this thing. Let him. He's going to kill himself, watch. Every time he hits me, that thing hits him.
He basically kills himself.
Yeah, I'm liking that. I'm really digging that totem. So this guy's a shaman, so he uses the elements. He uses elemental stuff. So like, he's got this lightning shield. He has an earth shock. He just takes rocks out of the ground and hits them with it. He's got lightning stuff. He's got lava. He's got a lava monster.
Wow.
You
A
know.
lava monster?
Yeah. The next guy I fight, he's got this big old lava monster, a fire elemental.
Lava?
I think the water stuff is mainly like healing. If I do a healing thing, it's but this is the digging, and it's a survey. You ever seen somebody do a survey?
Oh.
It's looking for. It's basically a device that's trying to say, hey, this way is where something is.
But I put a lot of scan and said that's like, it says start survey, and it tests you out.
Yeah.
And then after the game said the whole thing is simulation. It's trying to test you.
This is a physical survey of the land, and it's looking. That's a rare.
Oh, rare.
Yeah, that's a rare guy.
Wow.
Anything that has this little star or plus looking symbol on it is a rare. They're not. they're not really all that tough. Now, back in the days, they were a little bit harder to kill.
They're correct.
Man, we're just not.
Stolen.
We're not finding anything. But here, I'll show you the fire elemental guy. I don't care. I can have 3 people on me. I'll live. I'll be fine. This is the fire elemental guy. Damn, I might die. I don't know how to heal myself, so
Are you gonna go?
I don't know how to. I forgot how to heal. I can reincarnate, so I don't know.
Reincarnate
Whoops,
someone?
I guess I should have
Far
waited.
away.
That was stupid. Yeah, I don't have any healing spells out. I need to put some out.
Well, I'm gonna just go.
Yeah, healing surge. No, I do have a healing surge out. Oh well. My bad.
There's going to know it exists.
I just don't really plan on fighting people. I'm just going out digging, so I don't really know my character. None of that stuff's open. I haven't put it out yet. You should have your own candy. Have some of that.
Useless. They're as hard as a rock. Oh man. It's either this candy is hard for some reason, or like I'm not looking at it. Or I
Then just get something else. If it's not going to be something you like anyways. I know you're not really into hard food or candy. There's plenty of other garbage to throw down your throat. Leave it alone. Just get something else. Or you just wait until I'm kind of wrapping this up and then we'll go out to eat. Like, at least kind of finish this area. Did I already loot the stuff? Yeah, I already looted it. Okay. Did you figure it out finally? Great. Came from over there. Make up your mind. Try. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Okay. This last dig site. Now would be fine to have dragon riding. Because I can get there quicker. Whatever. Screw it. explore more areas. It's about the same experience exploring that it is digging at this point here, so there we go. 23. Maybe, I don't know, I should start picking some fucking talents. Maybe it would make my character a little bit better, huh? Finish off that fossil one that I want, and then I can go ahead and go eat. This ambience is pretty cool. I've always liked it out here like this in, I think it was Swamp of Sorrows, and what's the other one that I'm thinking of? This one out here, Dust Swallow Marsh. The swampy areas, they have the bugs, cricket sounds type thing, kind of, and whatever else, the frogs. Those are the louder, the main one is the frogs. Trying to not fight this guy. There's the fucking things right here. I can get on.
Stop! Browse! Smell.
Hide him. And then all I have is that backpack.
Farewell, friend of the mammals.
Okay, where was it going again? Okay. Takes care of that. Alright. So there's nothing else ready. I can use one of my other relics or whatever the hell it is, but it doesn't matter. I will get them eventually. So those are kind of spread out there. I don't know if it'd be worth it to just kind of go up that way and get them. But, and I got 4 minutes on my hearth. There should be a flight path here somewhere, huh? Do I not see it? Is it up here somewhere and I can't see it? Nope. There isn't even one in Silithus either? You probably have to go back in time and then you get the Valor's Rest flight path, or before the sword there was that Cenarian outpost that was there. So there's just nothing out here, really? Oh, it's right there. Marshall's Rest. It looks like it's I get it, it's faster. But I don't mind it for short distance stuff. If I'm trying to go up a damn mountain, it's extremely aggravating.
Time is money, Fred.
Okay,
Keep it
so
real.
the first one is there, so we want to go here. So probably what I'll do is fly there and go ahead and log out.
Talk to me.
What sword? Yeah, the stuff that they're doing with the Old Soul Saga and all that, you know, I think I think it's a pretty good idea. I know that they're trying to copy some of the stuff that other people have done. I still think it's a good way to get people involved in the actual story and the lore of the game, because I think, you know, years ago, nobody really truly paid attention to what this game was actually all about and how you get into the world. Like, the whole point of it is to be immersed in the world of Warcraft and understand the stories. Even myself included, I wasn't really too into it. And so it was hard to understand, you know, why you were doing a certain raid or why you were killing certain bosses and whatnot. And, you know, then you were kind of disconnected. You know, all you did was just log into a game and just you're killing that guy for loot and then making your character more powerful, and then that's it. And it's like, you know, there's a reason we're doing this stuff. You know, there's a reason that the world is having this conflict, and there's a reason that, you know, there should be a feeling of, you know, we need to take care of this because this is a problem. And you know, there's reasons why the Alliance don't like the Horde and the Horde don't like the Alliance, and why you're fighting each other and all this and blah blah blah, you know. And over the years, different expansions, they did try some different things, but overall I think that this has been the better way to go, because it really helps get you a little bit more involved and a little bit more engaged with the story, without really trying to cram it down your throat, but at the same time there's a timeline. It's kind of flows. The one thing I didn't like about Dragonflight that I had kind of looked into without even playing it was how overly dramatic and more like a soap opera it was becoming. And that's kind of just the people behind Blizzard who's been involved with it. They're just going kind of down that wrong path. Nobody gives a shit about fucking soap operas, you know? But there does need to be some dramatic effect and some drama behind this stuff, because there is a story and there's conflict and there's all these things going on. But keep in mind who your audience is. We're not a bunch of 60-year-old women watching, you know, like General Hospital or some shit. You know, you have to be engaged with your audience, and you have to understand what it is that they look for, and what, or else you're just wasting your time. And so I think that, but with the World Soul Saga stuff that they've done, I think they've kind of captured that feeling of, you know, we're trying to accomplish something and there's a reason for it, and it just there's more behind it, more meaning. And me as a more solo player, I can be involved in that too, while still not being I don't ever feel forced to do anything. That's why this expansion above all has been, in my opinion, the best one by far. Because yeah, there's a little bit too many options, but that's still, you can't please everybody. You can't appease all players. So by giving people different options on how they can attack things and to how they gain their levels and gain their gear, can really help give people more power over how they want to handle things. So, you know, here I am. I'm on a dude that's just going around, flying around and digging up things, and I can level up. You know, if I want to just do herbalism and mining, I could go do that too and get that material, sell it, or level up my professions, old world professions. I've already had done that stuff in the past, so I don't need to, but if I wanted to, let's say I was late to the game, let's say I got involved in Warcraft a few years ago, you know, this would be an easy way to level up old professions and get some achievements and get some stuff through that, and you can still level up a character. You're not just spending your entire time just doing that and just accomplishing that one thing. It's more efficient and it's more rewarding that way. So where is the inn here? Here? I think it's up here. I have all this crap turned off, so I don't even know. Yeah, it should be right here. So I'll log out here, so me and the girls can go eat. I had one of my other characters, I think it was my paladin, go around and level up doing buckets, just because I hadn't done them, so I went ahead and got them. Some other achievements and stuff I did too. But anyway, you know, it's kind of fun. I get this whole system. Back in the days, I looked at it as, you know, a lot of the achievements were just like, well, what are you really getting at? What's the true reward? It's not that you're necessarily doing it to try and get like a piece of gear or some of the stuff is strictly for just either transmog mounts or toys or whatever. There's all those things that's kind of that reward, and that's why I've never really been that into them, because I haven't really cared that much. But I'm noticing more and more, playing around in this expansion and doing some of the things I'm doing, I've been getting more exposed to it and opened up to it, where I'm like, okay, yeah, this is kind of cool, I get it. I'm not there yet as far as being like an achievement whore or a transmog whore or whatever, because I don't really like the thought of running an old raid or a dungeon just strictly to get that piece of gear, because I didn't even like doing that back in the days when I was trying to get an upgrade to make my character stronger. I actually didn't like that as much back then. So that's the difference with this expansion, is I'm not forced to run some dungeon or some raid over and over again to try and get the best, my pre-best in slot legs or boots or whatever, or something like that. You can try different things to get gear, and if it doesn't work out, you get upgrade, and you get upgrade tokens, or you get other things to try and get gear that way. Like for instance, I know tier 8 delves are a really strong way to do it, but I haven't really been enjoying them. I can do them, they are a little difficult. There is somewhat of a challenge there, but I can do them, but I kind of just don't want to, so I'm not doing them until I get into that mode of, hey, fuck it, I'm gonna go bang these out and get this done. I think the main reason I don't care as much about them is because I'm not in a hurry. I don't really care about getting characters to item level 600 or plus or whatever and going right into raiding. I'm fine experiencing the content through like LFR right now. Now maybe in a month or two I'll want to join a raid in a guild and just kind of do that. I've been there and done all that shit, and the nature of my job, I do worry about getting involved in it and then something happens and I'm called out on a raid night, and I'm just like, I don't like doing that to people, so no, I really haven't hung out with any of the guilds that my characters are in, but the option is there, and I will consider that. It depends on who I'm with and if I think they're a good group that I can get along with, because I liked the group I was in Wrath. I did like them, and it was a shame that when that Tournament of Champions came around that they kind of were, because they had like 2 raid groups going, so it was plenty going on, but I think people, again, having options, kind of just, they did it, they're kind of done, and they just kind of move on to something else, so the raid group kind of starts dying down. I was noticing that, and I was like, well, shit, I guess this is, oh well. And I find myself, when I get to that position, where I get to that spot where I'm like really good DPS or whoever I am, good healer, and then I see what other people are doing, I see that they're not even trying, they're just basically joining the group and they're just getting free gear. I'm like, okay, but even with good gear, it seems like you're just not improving, you're not trying, you're not doing anything, and all the resources are there. We have information on the Discord, there's plenty of information everywhere to be a decent raider. And then like they do those parses and whatnot, and I'm just looking at people and they're like parsing it like 20 or 30, and I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing, man? You need to fix your enchants, you need to fix your rotation, you need to fix all sorts of shit. And they just half-ass it, and I'm just like, well, what do you can't control other people. So if I'm not going to be in a serious raid guild where everybody puts forth effort, then I'm to the point where why would I bother? Because then it becomes not enjoyable. Like, I'll enjoy it for a little bit because we'll do good, and then we'll kind of go down, and then I'm looking at the numbers and I'm looking at what people are doing, and I'm like, well, yeah, it's because of these couple of guys here and there, these couple of characters, they're standing in shit, they don't have good DPS, or they're not this, they're not doing that. And I'm just sitting there, and I'll measure, like, my mage was usually a raider, and I would measure it against other mages, and I start getting on my own pedestal where I'm like, what are these guys doing? It's like I'm not even that good of a mage, and I'm knocking it out of the park. You know, I'm like, what are they doing? They're not even trying. You know, that's not enjoyable to me. I don't like that side of me. I don't like to be on my computer playing a game, and then I'm like looking at what the other characters are doing, or like what other players, seeing them just not doing well, and I'm just like, you guys, what the hell are you guys doing? Then I feel like I'm back in LFR. When I'm in an actual guild that we're raiding together, we should be able to, again, all the resources are there to be good players, but they don't take it serious. So I'm like, well, then might as well just do LFR at that point. Why are we doing heroic versions or even mythic of this shit if you're not going to bring your A game or your B game? At least bring something, bring some kind of game, you know? So that's kind of why, to the point where I'm just retired from that shit, because I don't like who I am or who I become when I try to play at that level, and I dedicate myself to becoming a better player, and you know, have my parses be up there in the 80s, and I know I'm doing the best I can, and yet I see the other people just lagging behind with similar gear and similar knowledge. I'm just like, they're not even trying, and I just don't want to be a part of that, because I don't like my side of myself, because I am competitive, and you know, I enjoy it when other people are doing better than me, because I'm like, man, that guy's fucking knocking it out. I mean, he's doing good, and I'm like, what is he doing? What can I do? Maybe there's something I need to tweak. Maybe there's something he did right. And I've had other mages who whip my ass, and I look to them and I'm like, okay, what did he do? And if sometimes I'll even talk to them. You know, a lot of times you can just see it in the numbers. You can see it in the spells. You can see the graphs and go, hey, he's doing this at this time. He's doing that at that time. Oh, he's got that trinket. That trinket's really good. Okay, he's doing this. He's doing that. But sometimes there's still something you can learn. There's a little tweak you can do to bump your DPS up. And that's what I'm talking about. Is that when someone's beating me in DPS, I'm grateful, because I'm like, man, there's someone out there better than me. That's great. I'm not jealous. I'm not hateful. I think it's great. And then I look and I go, can I get to that guy's level too? Can I match that? You know, maybe I can't. Maybe there's something. Maybe it's in our spec, or again, maybe it's in a gear or whatever. But I'm gonna still look at that. And my point is that the people that I'm talking about that don't even try, you can just tell they're, I mean, I remember a warlock who should have been able to whoop my ass, and he was fucking terrible. And I'm looking at the other warlocks and I'm like, dude, this guy's not even, he's maybe a 10th to a 5th to a 10th of the damage dealing of the other warlocks. And you know, we're giving this dude gear, and he's not getting any better. And I'm just looking at his parses, I'm looking at shit, I'm like, the fuck are we doing with this guy? Why is he still here? You know? And then there'd be other people, and I'd be looking at him. And what I was noticing was, that was around the time, too, that we were pretty much finishing Oldawar, and Tournament of Champions was coming out. And I could tell people were starting to kind of step away. And I'm like, yeah, we're getting weaker as a guild. And I was like, ah, shit, here we go again. You know, it's the same old crap. And I don't like putting that much effort into something for little in return. So, yes, I enjoyed it. I had my fun. I do wish it would have carried on through Tournament of Champions to ICC. I would have done it. I would have liked to have done that. But the guild just kept getting weaker and weaker, and I think what happens is your top players get burnt out, kind of like, I'm not saying everybody's like me, but I'm saying a lot of your top guys that are just, they're playing their game, they're bringing their A game every week, and they just see what they're bringing along, and it's just like, we can't, if these guys don't step up their game, we're not going to be successful. And then at that point, what the fuck am I even doing? Because there's only so much more I can do. I'm again parsing 80, 90 or more, and you know, I'm doing my job. I'm not standing in shit. I'm not dying to stupid shit. You know, I'm a good player. I'm a great player. And it's like, but we're not going to get anywhere unless other people join and do the best that they can to improve. And so I think that's why a lot of that stuff, again, withered away. I've dealt with it in the original Warcraft, and I dealt with it again in the classic Wrath. And I just, that's why I'm not so gung-ho about getting back into this shit, because I don't sense other people. I think other people just want things too easy. I think that's the problem with retail, what it's kind of gone, the path it's gone down, is it just kept going to where things were just too easy. You just press a button, you win, you log in, you win. And so nobody wants it to be difficult and something that you work hard for. They always cry about it. Everybody crying about the Brutosaur mount that came out. I fucking love that. Because all it is their own bitterness and jealousy. Like, all Blizzard did was come out with a really cool mount that does auction house stuff. It does, you know, it's actually cheaper than the previous Brutosaur mount from a couple of expansions ago. That one was like 5 million gold. This one, if you do the math, it's really more around a 1.5 million gold. Because you can get it through WoW tokens if you want, or you can pay $90 money, real money. And I get why people. I haven't bought it. I don't fucking want it. Now, if I had some gold, and if I would do my fucking gold professions, you know, and actually make some money in the game, I could probably do it. But I would probably also open up other bank tabs and do some other shit like that. You know, I'm not so much into the cosmetic stuff. And if I'm doing auction house shit, I usually have an alt that I just kind of do stuff through there, and just they're always in the city, so I don't need a mount that I can do auction house stuff out in the world. That's essentially what you're trying to achieve, is you have your own traveling city. I don't really need that. So I'm not this flexer where I'm going to be like, hey, look at me. I don't care about that attention. I'm not going to do that and be like, I'm special, let those fucking people do that. And if they want to spend their money, good on them. I don't hate them. In fact, I applaud them. I'm happy for you that you either have the real life money to do that and you want to do it, or you have the in-game goal to do it because you worked on that, you achieved that. And just to see, I mean, I can log into another character and you could probably see the hatred over the people bitching about that mount. Like, it's out there, and it's just, all it is, everybody that bitches about it, just, they look bad. Like, nobody is going to sit there and look to them and go, oh, it's okay, you're right, you know, you should get your own. Because you know what would shut them up? If they got a mount, they wouldn't talk about it if they had one. So they're so bitter about somebody else getting something. It's so fucking funny. I love it. I love seeing it. See, here's the mount right here. Like, you got these guys on these mounts right here, right? And there's literally the auction houses right there. So I'm going to spend 1.5 million gold or 5 million gold for that other one to be able to be mounted right here when my auction house is. I can literally walk to it in 15 seconds. It's right there. So, but I like the mount. The mount's cool. I think it's great. And I really do enjoy the people hating on it even more, because it just shows their true character, who they are. It's fucking sad, but I think it's hilarious. So I'm not a hater, I'm a congratulator. I'm like, man, good for you to get that stuff if you want it. You know, whenever people get these special mounts or whatever they do, again, I don't look up to them. I don't go, oh wow, this person's special, because that's what they want. I mean, they want to flex and go, hey man, look at me. That's what people do when they get these mounts. They want to show that stuff off. They want that attention. But get ready for the hate too, because you're going to have people out there who are so bitter and so unhappy in their own lives that they're just going to hate on you. And you know what? Maybe you feed off of that, whatever. I don't care. I obviously don't care. Look at the fucking character I was just working on right now. I'm just doing archaeology and digging up shit. I play the game the way I want to play it. If I'm noticing I'm not enjoying something or something's not right, I'm going to ask myself. I'm going to ask myself a simple question. It's like, do I want to play this right now? And sometimes it's no. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm just done. I don't have to do anything. I'm not tied down to any group for anything. I'm not responsible for nothing. I'm not a guild leader. I'm not a raid leader. I don't want none of that responsibility. I'm not going to do any of that shit. I've been there, done that. You know, I did enjoy it at the time. I had a good group of people I was around. You know, those days are gone, man. And you know, it is what it is. But I'm enjoying the new expansion, and I'm looking forward to what they're going to do for the next couple of years. I do want to be involved in it. I want to do it, but I'm not hardcore like I was. You know, I basically just kind of do my job, and this is something I just do to relax in my free time. So it's been pretty cool. So I'm enjoying it. And if I don't feel like doing it, I'll stop. Simple as that. So I'm gonna go take the girls to McDonald's and see where the rest of the night takes me.